When food bad, food bad.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video we'll be making some jerk shrimp rasta pasta. So let's get into this video. So guys, here I have 1 pack of rainforest shrimp that's already picked and already deveined, and the only part of the shell that's leave is the tail part, and I buy that one because it gives a better presentation when I'm ready to plate the pasta. So here I already washed it with some lime and vinegar, but please remember not to leave the shrimp soaking in the lime or vinegar water when you wash your shrimp, because it will start to cook the shrimp. So here I have the shrimp already washed and cleaned and prepped, so I'm going to season it up. So all I'm going with simple seasoning, some Old Bay and some walkerswood jerk seasoning. And guys, walkerswood have 2 different types. They have the mild and they have the spicy. I went for the mild, but you can use any one you prefer. So I'm gonna mix all the seasoning up and then put the shrimp aside, and we're gonna make the sauce for the pasta. So guys, the reason they call it rasta pasta is because of the different colored sweet peppers, because you know the rasta flag has red, green and gold in it, so that's one of the reasons why they call it rasta pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and julienne these sweet pepper. I'm just using half of each of them, but you can use as much sweet pepper as you want in your dish. I'm just cutting off half of it. So guys, you see how I julienne the sweet pepper? That's how you want them, not too thick and not too thin. So guys, I did the green bell pepper and I went ahead and did the yellow bell pepper. Now I'm gonna go and do the red one and the purple one. And as I said, use the amount of sweet pepper you like in your dish. I just want to use half. So I went in with a half of an onion as well, and I also julienne the onion. This is what's going to go in the pasta, so I'm just prepping this ahead of time. I'm going ahead with 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to mince them really fine. Also gonna go in with some parsley, and this is fresh parsley. If you can't get the fresh parsley, you can use dried parsley leaves. So guys, here I'm gonna go ahead and boil my pasta. So for this dish I'm going to use penny pasta. You can go ahead and use any pasta you like, but I prefer to use penny pasta for this pasta dish, and just follow the instructions that's on the box. But you really want to cook the pasta al dente, meaning you don't want to cook it too soft. You want to cook it like to a firm touch. So when you cook the pasta, you test it and it's not too soft, it has a bounce back to it, because the pasta is going to be cooking in the rasta pasta sauce, so you don't want the pasta to be too mushy or too soft or overcooked. So guys, here I went ahead and add 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of flour. And this is called a roux. I'm making the roux because it helps to thicken up the sauce. So basically we're making an Alfredo sauce, but there's going to be a little twist to the Alfredo sauce. That's the next reason it's called Rasta pasta. So I went ahead and added some finely chopped onion. So I'm going to go ahead and cook those off until the onion becomes translucent, and cook that flour out as well, because you don't want a floury taste in the sauce. So you have to cook the flour out for like about 10 minutes or so, or until the onions become translucent. And I also went ahead and add minced garlic to this. You want to also continuously mix this because you don't want it to burn, and you also want to put it on medium heat. So guys, I went ahead and added 2 cups of coconut milk. So basically that's 1 tin of coconut milk. So you know, the coconut milk add a little bit more flavor to the dish. It add a little bit more creaminess, and it let the pasta just be more rich and creamy and flavorful. Anything with coconut milk, you know, it tastes really good. So that's the difference with it in the Alfredo sauce. It's just the coconut milk. So the sweet pepper and the coconut milk, that's why they call it Rasta pasta. I'm gonna go ahead and add some heavy cream to this now. And this is the cooking cream. If you can't get the cooking cream, you can use the whipping cream. So I added like about 2 cups of heavy cream to this. So I'm going to continuously mix it until it comes to a boil, so it can get thickened. That's why we made the roux in the beginning of the sauce, because that's going to help thicken the sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and season up this sauce because you want flavor in it. So I'm going in with some black pepper and some Italian seasoning. Also some garlic powder, some onion powder, and also some paprika, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, and also some jerk seasoning. So guys, you want to mix all of this seasoning in the sauce because you want to flavor that Alfredo sauce in a sense, so it tastes good. You just don't want to use the coconut milk and the heavy cream. So you want to continuously mix this and let it come to a boil. So now I'm going to add some fresh parsley to this, and as I said, if you don't have the fresh parsley, you can use the dried one. Also went ahead and added a cup of Parmesan cheese, and you see how that sauce is getting thick and nice, guys. That's what you're looking for. You want a nice creamy thick sauce. So here I have a pan with a little bit of oil in it, and I'm going to go ahead and saute off these shrimp so I can get some nice color on it. And remember, shrimp cooks so fast, it likes 3 minutes on each side, so you want to continue to move them around and check them. And you don't want to overcook the shrimp because you're going to add back the shrimp to the sauce, so you don't want to overcook it. So as I said, guys, 3 minutes on each side, and then you're gonna flip them. Once you see they start curling up and you see they start to turn pink, that means you know the shrimp is cooking. And as everybody know, shrimp takes no time to cook. You do not want to overcook them because you don't want no rubbery shrimp. So guys, after I cook off the shrimp, I went ahead and add a tablespoon and a half of butter in the same pan. We're going to use the same pan because all that flavor from the shrimp and the jerk seasoning is on the pan bottom, so we want all of that flavor. So the seasoning that we prepped earlier, we're going to go ahead now and saute them off. So now we're going to assemble the pasta in the pot. So you want to saute them off a bit, not too long, because you still want the crunch in the sweet pepper. You don't want to kill the sweet pepper and cook it all the way through. So guys, I went ahead and added a tablespoon of jerk seasoning. So now I'm gonna saute up some of the pasta in it. So I know normally you put the cream first and then you put the pasta, but I want to just incorporate the pasta first so you can get some of that flavor, and then I'm going to add the cream. I just want the pasta to get some of the jerk flavor that I added and some of the butter, and incorporate all that flavor in the pasta, and then we're going to add the cream to the pot. So guys, we're going to go ahead now and add the cream to the pot, and I like my pasta very creamy, but you can add any amount of cream you want to your pasta, and it depending on how much pasta you're cooking to, because you're probably not going to cook all of the box. But the good thing is you can always store the sauce in the fridge. Just let it cool, put it in a container and store it in the fridge, and you can always go back and use some if you want to make this dish again. So I ended up using all of the cream because I like a creamy pasta. And if you're going to use the whole pack of pasta, I recommend you use all of the cream. So guys, I added the mozzarella to the dish to make it a little bit more creamier, but you don't want to add too much mozzarella, so I went ahead and added 1 cup of mozzarella because you don't want it to be too cheesy, because we're not doing no mac and cheese, we're making pasta. So we're going to go ahead now and add some of the shrimp. I'm not going to add all of the shrimp in the pasta, just some of it, and then we're going to mix all of that together. I'm saving the rest to add on top of the dish. So guys, you see that pasta looks so nice and creamy. So I'm going in with some Parmesan cheese to top it off for a little bit more creaminess. And guys, when you're making the sauce, you can always taste it and adjust the salt level to it. So if it tastes a bit fresh to you, you can add some salt to it, or you can add a little bit more jerk seasoning to it to ensure you taste it. Even when you're putting the pasta dish together, taste it and see if you want more cheese or you want more jerk seasoning in it or anything like that. So guys, that's how the dish looks after I plate it up. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will be making more pasta dish videos, so stay tuned for those. And thank you so much for all who subscribe and like and watch my videos. I appreciate it so much. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do so now. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.